In most of the 20th century, you couldn't freely organize as a communist. You couldn't freely oppose the systems of political economy that control your daily work life. So really, we're just back to the baseline. As capitalism's promises are proving more and more false with each passing day, through COVID, through Black Lives Matters, we are becoming relevant again in a way that they don't like. Now, I'm not saying that communism is anywhere close to reaching the mainstream right now, but ideas that will inevitably lead to communism are very much in the mainstream right now. And these are the ideas which the ruling class has labeled derisively as woke. And that's a very important word, woke. It tells you what the capitalists fear. The word comes from the Black community and was originally used to describe people and ideas which were politically aware, awakened to the ways in which society systems are used to oppress us. In other words, it was used to describe advanced forms of social consciousness and consciousness of society. And this is exactly what capitalists fear the most. They do not want workers thinking for ourselves, thinking collectively as a class. They don't want workers analyzing these systems that keep us down and keep us divided, because the more we study and resist these interlocking systems of oppression, the more we will begin to see that forms of oppression like racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, ableism, all of these institutions of oppression are determined by and exacerbated by and intentionally fomented by capitalism. Capitalism is the underlying material economic foundation for these forms of prejudice and social oppression. And the highest form of social consciousness in class society is class consciousness. That's where it's all leading towards. Class consciousness will enable us to resolve all these divisions which capitalism has intentionally sewn into the fabric of our class, of the working class. Class consciousness demands that we see our fellow workers as human beings and as equals, and it demands that we rise up to fulfill our historical mission of ending capitalism and class society through revolution. Wokeness is the advancement of social consciousness, the advancement towards class consciousness. Social consciousness, wokeness, leads towards class consciousness, and class consciousness leads to communism. And that's exactly why the ruling class has turned so sharply against wokeness. They want to nip that potential for a resurgence of class struggle right in the bud.